Welcome to Really Raha, the podcast for women who know they're way too powerful to be stuck in a 9-to-5. I'm Rahaf, multi-six-figure high-ticket sales coach, PhD student in global leadership and change, and sponsored skateboarder. I went from serving tables and chasing tips to mastering high-ticket sales and building income streams that don't require me to trade hours for dollars. Here we talk about the real path into remote sales, landing aligned offers, closing with confidence, regulating your nervous system under pressure, and building a skill set that pays you from anywhere. This isn't bro sales. This is psychology, power, and feminine precision. If you're here, it's because you feel it. Freedom isn't optional for you. It's inevitable. Let's get into it. Hi, happy Tuesday. Welcome back to the Really Raha podcast. I thought this would be a great episode to come back from the season. So if you are a follower of this podcast, you saw that the episode before my last one. So if you watched the last one, I brought Abby on. If you have not seen that episode, you have got to watch that episode. But the one right before it was the season 1 finale. And I said, BRB, I'm building a sales team. I built a new tier in my revenue room. I built a revenue room lobby. So there was a lot of building in the last month. So I thought, what better way to talk about this past month and reflect on it than having my right-hand man, my right-hand strategist on this episode. So we bring Mike back again. Hi, Mike.
Hello.
Mike actually just got back from a trip in Canada. So he was able to just take 5 days off, completely did a couple things here and there in Slack. I want to first pop back to you and talk a little bit about a day in the life of what it's been like in the past month, going from the two of us on the team to having 3 and now 3 in Radiance Room as well, and having the 6 of us operating as a team together and building every part of the sales funnel and delegating these things and training them in the process. So I want to kind of capture your experience of, first in a nutshell, what this past month has felt like for you.
Yeah, there's a lot there. It's a great question. So, a lot of changes definitely since the season 1 finale podcast episode, right? And it feels like it's only been a month. It feels like we've done a year's worth of stuff. Crazy how fast stuff can change, and in the best way. And so I would say the biggest change is the freedom I'm feeling, because a long time ago, you and I, before this ever came into fruition, any of this stuff with the business, we're just talking about the concept of creating something and then having people help with it, right? And that concept seemed crazy and impossible and for everybody but me at the time. And now we're living it, and it's a trip, because it's hard to really put into words. I feel like you really have to experience it. But when you start building something, you get busier and busier and busier. And, all of a sudden there's a million things you got to do at all times. The list of things to do or get to do grows faster than you can do the things on it. And it really is so cool being on, having been on both sides of high ticket sales, because me starting off getting trained and being a setter and hearing, oh yeah, every business owner needs help with this. I was kind of not sure what that really meant. But now we eventually got to a position where we need help. And I see very clearly now why this is such a big need for anybody who has an online business, because it's just, you can't do everything. There's just too much stuff. So going from getting into it, starting to earn, doing high ticket sales, and then us doing this, and then getting to a position where we need the help is such a crazy full circle thing, to where it's like, whoa, that's like a big problem for every high ticket business, because there's just taking calls, being in the DMs. Some people have a 1 call close, some people have a 2 call close. That is a lot of work, and it's a lot of recurring work. So to really be able to now have a team of support so that we can work on the business versus in the business, because we've got people helping work in the business so the machine can keep going. It's such a real thing. And so it's just really cool being able to see that whole journey and be on both sides of it, and to be able to now kind of be on the other side of it is an amazing thing because now, we can focus on growing and improving the business versus just keeping it going, just keeping it alive. Right. And so it's a really trippy thing and it's really cool. So I'm just, a lot of gratitude and yeah, I don't know if my words can really
Yeah.
paint the
I'm
picture here,
laughing.
but I know you can
You
feel
know
it.
what? I'm laughing because as you said that, you're like, we don't have to feed the business so much anymore. It's like, I imagine, because businesses can feel like a baby. Like,
Yeah.
it is a responsibility to feed, to nourish, to grow. And when you're talking, I was like, I feel like we got our baby 5 nannies.
Yeah, that's a great analogy actually, because yeah, you have I mean, I don't have a baby, right? We don't have a baby, but like,
We have
you
a
know,
baby. It's our
yeah,
business.
yeah. But yeah, everyone that my friends and stuff that do, they say, oh, everything changes, right? Because now that's kind of like maybe working in the business. You got to just constantly feed and nurture, and it kind of just is a never ending cycle, right? But then how do you grow your life? So it's like working on the business working versus working in the business is maybe kind of like that.
Yeah.
So interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And having this time now where I can work on the business, you can work on the business. Well, I know what I've been working on. So we've both in the past month went from working in the DMs, taking all the calls to training people and we're sales managers now. So we're trainers and sales managers training women who are taking our calls, who are helping the DMs, who are triaging. So we have a setter, we have in Radiance Room a triager, we have 2 girls taking our strategy calls that are passing them through to me, and I'm currently still taking my sales calls. And I'm telling them, I'm like, all right, the better and faster you understand the Radiance framework, then you're going to start taking my sales calls. So then I'll pull myself out of that. Because I was doing the math yesterday, and I was like, wow, 17 hours a week is just going into fulfillment, which
Okay. Yeah. That
is
was
the
close.
coaching, the training. So that's not even including the sales calls, and it wasn't even including the strategy calls. So it's like, as a business owner, you get to a point where you're like, I can't do this anymore. We just got a discovery call scheduled to pass
See,
through.
that's what it feels like to be working on the business versus in the business is the wheel keeps spinning, even if you're not the one spinning it. And that's a beautiful thing.
No, but this is one of the girls took this call and just passed it through to me. So
No,
this is
exactly.
this
It's
is
my point.
exactly what I'm talking about. Is like they took a call from me. We get to now spend our time filming this podcast. And the reason why it's at 7 a.m. is because that was literally my last time slot, because we're going to Vegas for 5 days. And we got invited to a skate event outside of Vegas, like 1 or 2 hours out there. And we're opening up a skate park. Could be so much fun. And I was like, while we're out there, I know a coach who does, photography and branding. So we're going to do a revenue room photo shoot. But anyways, if you know me, Mike knows my brain works in branches. But coming back to the original conversation is every business owner gets to the point where you can't take all the calls anymore. You can't take all the DMs anymore. And if you want to focus on client success, student success, and if you value it like I value it, which is why I have so many hours a week in fulfillment, then it is so incredibly important that you can delegate the tasks, the roles that you don't need to be doing. They don't need your zone of genius. There are reps that are getting trained to have the skill set to take your calls, to handle your DMs, to triage applications, to qualify prospects. So it's just incredible to be able to have a system like this and to be able to have a pool that we could handpick from of beautiful women that really care about this, that have that buy-in on the journey. So we have team meetings, Radiant Roundtable every Monday. We have a setter call, we have a closer call, and we're reviewing strategy calls together. Like, we are making this a practicum experience for them, so they get a real world look of what it's like to actually be on an offer, to actually be in a Slack channel and talk to the other team members and really get that experience.
Yeah, it's an amazing thing. And just to, how do I even say it? And I would say the most important thing is just the impact that we're able to have on some of these people, just like the way I was impacted when I first got into this space, and was able to leave my job at the time and really just take control of my life and my schedule and my finances and just energetically, really, because just being able to essentially pass on that impact that helped me really create the life that I've wanted is sort of the, I guess, best part about this whole thing, because we get to live it and we get to share it and we get to see people go through the same transition that we went through, because you obviously left your serving job and professor job, and which served you at the time and were great. But, we kind of knew there was more, right? And so being able to go through that transition and help people and have that impact, I think is the root of it all. And it's the best part. It's just so cool to see, because it really just is a win-win, because that's exactly how I got started on my journey, and it just grows from there. And it's just, needing help with sales is just such a real thing for any high ticket business owner. So
It's amazing because, I think my favorite thing ever, because of how much we value freedom and how much I value freedom and how much the business is literally built on that core value. Like for you, for the girls, they have their Calendly availability that they can change whenever they want to, go on trips whenever they want to. It's like, I don't care. Like, if we're not running into any issues of not having time slots in the calendar, which we don't, because these girls are literally like firecrackers. They have weekend availabilities, but they get to have their slow mornings. They get to choose their schedule. And basically what the booking system does is it just pulls from either availability, prioritizes equal distribution or maximum availability. But we built the systems in place so that everyone can have freedom. Even
yes.
our setter, she gets to have her slow mornings with her son.
Yep.
She gets to dictate what her schedule is. And for you, I think my favorite part is like you got to go to Canada for a skateboarding competition, and I got to literally say to you, like, hey, like, take the 5 days off. We have a team. We have people helping us. Anything that you're working on is not something that needs to feed the baby. It's just kind of a nice little gift for the baby. It would be kind of nice, and kind of nice can wait. So being in a position where we can build things that are enhancing the business instead of just keeping it alive, keeping the fire lit, it's just such a different place of operating. Like, I can't believe this level of freedom, and being able to go to Vegas for 5 days and be like, all right, let's just take our laptops with us. If we need to take a call, we can take a call. Like, we're not attached to a physical location. And as business owners, having that freedom with a team, but even as remote sales reps, closers, setters who also have that freedom, it's so trippy. It's so trippy. It feels like constantly like a dream within a dream.
It does. It's a trip that I constantly am like pinching myself. I'm like, wait, is this like real? But it's, it took a long time to get here, of course, but it's real, and it's just crazy and beautiful, and I'm just so grateful. So,
and for those of you who are kind of just now joining the journey with the Really Raw podcast and me, so a little bit of context. I brought Mike into my business January 2025. So it's been about a year and 6 months of us, like, I'm not even kidding you, like blood, sweat, and tears, building, scaling, systemizing, building revenue room, building the training program, building the trackers, building the frameworks, like fulfilling, building a beta program. So to get to this point right here, it's like we did not just snap our fingers.
no.
And I think that expectation needs to be very clear. Like, whether you're becoming a closer, a setter, a business owner that is getting to this point of more like freedom, it takes hard work. And this isn't like, oh, like work hard, like work smart. This is like, if you want to build anything, you can work hard and love what you're doing. And that's what we do, is like, this is a labor of love. And to just finally seeing it come to fruition, it's like, I don't even want to say it's not real and surreal, because it's like, I always knew that this was possible for us, but just to kind of see it in action, it's incredible. And like, we're helping other women build their dreams. Even the girls in Radiance Room who are helping us on the team, they're so happy because they're getting the training in, and they're also making commissions as a bonus.
Mm-hmm.
So it's just this feedback loop I can't even put it into words. I'm just so, so, so grateful that like here we are, because the first year and a half of my business before you, Mike, it was just me. And then I got to the point where I'm like, to start tracking. I need to like get frameworks. I need help systemizing. So bringing Mike in and then doing that for the past year and a half. And now we just get to share that.
Yeah, it's crazy, and it's been a crazy journey, and I'm just so grateful.
So if you guys know me, or if you don't know me, we have a sales training program called Revenue Room. Like we train women in remote sales so that they can learn how to sell with no experience, land a role, have the skill set. That is like our main baby. When Mike was in Canada, I'm like, all right, I'm going to lock in. Here we go. I built Revenue Room Lobby. So Revenue Room Lobby is an extension of Revenue Room, but it's a free community. It's a free mini course. Honestly, Mike, I feel like I just need to like literally just share my screen with you right now because I can't stop looking at this. It's insane.
The lobby's cool. The lobby's really cool.
This is the lobby, you guys. Like, how cool is this? You come in here, you're greeted in the space, shows you like step by step, like how to come into the community. I built you a mini course where you can have every step by step to getting into high ticket sales, and you get to see what's happening in Revenue Room. So these are the different spaces. You won't be able to see these, they're locked, but this is unlocked. So you can see what's happening inside Revenue real time. Like you are in this community. These girls are in the Red Pill mindset and just have this belief system of like being a firecracker. And there's also calls. Like this is the free tier right here. There's a call with Abby. She's one of our star students. You can come in and ask her questions about your journey. Revenue Room Lobbies for the girly who has just heard of high ticket sales. She's like, I know I want to get into it. I still feel kind of new. I just want to dip my toes in. I don't know if I want to go straight into a sales training program right now. Or maybe you've been thinking about it for like a week or maybe a month and you're like, oh my God, I'm so close. I just need to like just have a little bit more exposure. Or maybe even it's been longer than that. And you're like, I really have this fear get in the way. I really just like, I don't see this happening for me. I have this fear of uncertainty. Like all you need to do is just plug in. So that's why I created the lobby. So you can just literally plug in. You can see what's possible. It can start to feel real for you. And the fact that it's literally completely free with a full mini course, guys, I spent 12 hours building it for you. So that's why I wanted to show it to you. And calls and Q&A calls. That? There's a call this Monday at 5:30 p.m. Pacific with Abby. And you have access to the call calendar. It goes straight into your Google Calendar. You get to network with the women. You get to connect with them. Like the fact that this is free, like I can't even tell you how much this is mission led for me.
It
like
probably
I'm literally
should be free if I'm being honest, but it is.
Yeah, I'm right. I know. The amount of value, like you are, like I curated the podcast episodes that I've built and put them in here and mapped it out into a curriculum with other videos that I filmed for you. Like when I tell you that I poured my heart and soul into this, like this is easily like a 5K minimum of value. Minimum. You get to connect to the frequency. Like I'm literally in there hyping you up. So the fact that I birthed this to creation and now we just get to watch it come alive. 6 people joined the lobby yesterday, which is really exciting. So I'm going to put a link in the show notes for you. Just come inside. Like you literally have nothing to lose. You hate it, you can leave. Like just come and see what it's like to be in a sales training program and to like be in that frequency. And then when and if you want to upgrade and come into Revenue Room, great, you can. You'll see those little locks on the left unlock for you. But for now, just enjoy the lobby. And then when you're ready to come into the living room, you can come into the living room. When you're ready to come into the beachside patio, which is Radiance Room, you can come to the patio. So it's all just to like meet you where you are in your experience. And we are here meeting you at the door of our home right now.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just picturing, someone, just to paint a picture, in their job, right? That maybe they're like, this isn't it. It's okay, but it's not for me. I know there's more, blah, blah, blah. So I'm just picturing someone figuratively standing like outside and it's hot, right? Maybe you're in Arizona and you're just like, I feel so sticky and stuck and uncomfortable. And I just, want I need to just go in that hotel right there. Like maybe you're in Vegas, right? And you're like, I just need to go in that hotel, but I don't like know if I can afford it, or I don't know if it's for me, or I don't know, like, whatever, if I'm ready. And then, but you can just hang out in the lobby, hang out in the air conditioning, just get out of the heat. You don't have to necessarily get a room yet or ever. You can just hang out in there and just chill, get out of the heat, have a glass of water,
Damn, that is such a good analogy.
And then you can do whatever you want. Maybe you're good. You go back outside. Okay. Or maybe you're like, I want to get a room later. Cool. Whatever, but you just hang out and just get out of the heat.
Just come into the lobby and hang out.
Yeah.
And connect, like be in the energy of the lobby. It's open. It's literally open right now for you. It launched yesterday. And it's like, after getting on hundreds of calls with women and hearing about like what their current situation is, and myself included, like when I first got into high-tech sales and these women, like your physical rooms have people with 9-to-5 mindsets. And when you go try to talk to them about high-ticket sales, what do you think? Or you already know this, that you've already experienced this. Like, I know you, the listener right now, you've experienced this. You get excited. You go talk to them. You're like, oh my God, I want to do this high-ticket sales thing. I'm so excited. You're seeing it on Instagram. Well, guess what? They have a 9-to-5 mindset and their nervous system is like, wait, what? Like, are you sure? Is that a scam? Like, that's not safe. Do you get a paycheck?
Yeah, sounds risky, like all this stuff,
Everything that could go wrong will go wrong in their mind because this is completely different from the life that they're living. Well, guess what? You don't want to live the life that they're living. So anytime we want to ask someone for advice, it's like the expression you guys hear me say all the time, don't go to the hardware store looking for milk. It's like, don't go there looking for milk. Go to a room that has milk. And the lobby,
ask your
like
questions.
revenue room,
here.
All you need is a room with people that have the mindset of the version of you that you're stepping into. And you are the 5 people you hang out with. Your network is your net worth. And if your energetic net worth is people who trade their time for money, well, guess what? That's going to be your energetic net worth as well.
Yeah, and that's why I love the lobby so much, because it opens up the access to those philosophies to anyone, really. Because a lot of people get stuck in that network of what they know they don't want because of all the people in the 9-to-5 mindset that are keeping them there, right? It's kind of like the lobster pot theory for anyone who knows that. I can explain it maybe if I need to, but people pull you back in the pot basically, and it's hard to even get a taste of what it's even like because you maybe feel blocked out or don't have access or whatever, and so it gives you it opens up the opportunity, like a free sample, just try it out, see what you think, and you don't have to commit to anything, and there's no risk. So
there's literally no risk.
I know when I was first getting into this space, the risk and the certainty was a big thing for me, because I grew up very certainty driven and I was very like looking for guarantees and that type of thing. But eventually you kind of, that's exactly what I needed at the time. And I just was like, I need a no risk sample, so to speak, to see what even is going on and stuff. And so now that's available.
Yeah. And we haven't had a freebie for Revenue Room since it launched. I haven't had a freebie. This is what I'm talking about. Like when we start out this podcast saying like, we have been working in the business, me and Mike, so hard for the past 1.5 years that we haven't been able to like have the energy to work on the business. This is what we mean. I haven't had an opportunity to build a freebie for you guys. And now that we've taken all this market research, built a program, we know what the women are saying, we know what the women want. I compiled all of that into the mini course, like the free mini course inside the lobby. So it's like, that's why I love the pace of our journey. Because it's like, we haven't had a freebie for 1.5 years. Well, guess what? That 1.5 years gave me so much feedback from all of you guys on what you need exactly, how to land the role, everything, like every step of the journey. And to be able to take all that wisdom and compile it for you, it's just extraordinary. Like, I love the pace that we're operating at, Mike. Like, I can't even explain it to you. And shit is about to blow up so hard for us. I can't even explain how hard I feel it right now.
Me too.
We have like some really big things coming.
We definitely do. And yeah, just to be able to, I mean, even just on this call, right? We're here filming this podcast. And you mentioned, building the lobby. And so all these types of things we're able to do. And like you said, oh, look, a call just got booked while we're doing the podcast. Well, if we had to spend our time and our energy booking and taking those calls, this podcast would never happen. We would not be able to create and share these kinds of things because we would be spinning the wheel. But now this has allowed us to create and share and have more impact and give people access and opportunity that previously, like you said, were at the hardware store looking for milk in the wrong rooms with all the wrong philosophies that have gotten them stuck, not sure what's next. So we're able to create an opportunity and a space for people. And it's just so cool to be able to see because, that's what I needed when I started, right? And so be the thing. What's that phrase? Like be the solution that you
be the
to the
change
problem
that
you
you
see in
want
the
to see in the
world or
world.
something. Yeah. Yep. Be the change you want to see in the world. So for us to be able to take a step back from setting and closing calls, to be able to actually have that impact and have that change on other people that were stuck in similar positions to us when we knew there was more and were working jobs and stuff is just so cool. And just seeing people light up and how their day-to-day changes and not to mention the impact that this stuff has beyond like literally just learning sales. I mean, just being more in control of your life. And for me personally, like being more in control of my life and my time and my relationships and my friends and just everything, just going from a life happens to me to like I create things is just really the deeper thing that happens when when I learned sales. And I
Yeah.
never even really fully knew that was going to happen, but it's just like it's like magic, honestly. It's hard to really put in words.
As you're talking, you made me realize like one of the biggest things I wanted from the freedom that sales gives us is I wanted to be able to stop saying no to events, stop saying no to like, oh, I can't do that. I have to work. Oh, I can't see my family. I can't do this. It's like, we get
Hmm.
to say yes to all these things now
Yeah.
because our life is remote. Like we literally just get to pick up our laptop and like take a call, answer a DM, like whatever it is. It's like being able to do that and now being able to train people how to do that for us. It's just
Exactly.
it's incredible. It's incredible. And like one of the girl that actually just took my strategy call that I would have had to take and I wouldn't have been able to film this podcast, she just passed it through. So I'm taking a sales call and she was just in Ghana. Like she spent over a week in
Yep.
Ghana and she was giving to all the children in need there. And like that's what she wanted to do at her core is like be in a position where she can just pick up her laptop and give. And the poor thing, she got like an eye infection when she came back and she still took calls. She took calls yesterday after like coming back. And I'm like, that's the grit. Like that's the fire is like, who are you on those days? She has the freedom and she loves what she does so much. She's like, I want to be here to help these women.
Yeah,
And
because
like
it
to
comes
have
from
that level of buy-in.
no, it is, and it's cool because it comes from within. It's not like anyone's forcing you or anything. Like she she wanted to go to Ghana and she did, and she just blocked off her calendar, boom, whatever. And then now she wants to come back and she wants to take calls. No one's forcing her. She just wanted to. And so sweet.
Yeah,
And
because
so it's
that's how
just
she set her schedule.
yeah, and when it comes from within like that and that you decide, that's when the game changes.
Yeah, because it's not no boss saying, no, you have to work at this time. This person called off. No, you have to work at this time. Oh, we
Yep.
need to call you in here. Oh, you got to request PTO. Like, uh,
Yeah,
like
exactly.
that is, you are a ball and chain to somebody else. Like, this is what we mean when we say is like working for an offer owner is not like working a 9 to 5. Like,
Hmm.
Abby gets to just set her availability whenever she wants to.
Hmm.
Raya gets to set her availability whenever she wants to. Like, these girls have the freedom to do that. Like, you get to choose what offer owner you want to work for.
Yep.
That's
And you
simple.
can
You get to
and that's
choose.
yeah, because I mean, obviously, not all offers are created equal, right? There's good offers and there's bad offers out there. But like the
Yep.
beautiful thing is you don't have to be stuck with one. So if something's not working, well, now you know sales. You can sell yourself. You don't have to like
Yep.
be at the mercy of like some job. So many people are like at the mercy of a job. They think their job is everything and they feel stuck and that kind of thing. But this changes all that. And so the game changed for
Yeah.
me because I
Yeah.
at one point felt like, oh my God, I need XYZ job or something. And it's just not true. I mean, there's just so much opportunity out there. You just got to take the reins. And that's, what
Yeah.
you learn here. So,
And what's cool too is I love that we teach that in Revenue Room because I can't tell you how I literally just had a call yesterday with a girl who she did not get taught how to outreach and land roles. It was just like, here's the job board, figure it out. It's like, I know a job board sounds awesome, you guys. And like, yeah, we have a job board, but like having the skill set, it's like the expression Mike likes a lot.
Give a man a fish, he'll eat for a meal. Teach a man to fish, he'll eat for a lifetime. And we teach our how to fish, how to sell themselves, how to position themselves as assets. So it is fully up to you. It's part of a skill set. So it's nice being able to have that freedom and flexibility of knowing that the ball is in your court. You're not at the mercy of the job that you have to work and be a cog in the wheel. It's like, no, like there are coaches and mentors being born every day that you get to choose and to work with on an offer that you love.
Yep. It's not like someone gives you a fish and you're just like stuck with this fish cooked this way, this type of fish seasoned this way. You know, like you do what you want and nobody can tell you what you want more than you, right? And so if someone gives you a fish, it's not going to be the exact way you want it. So being able to learn how to fish is the game changer.
It really is. It really is, because that's what freedom is. Like you get to learn a skill set that puts you in the best possible position for the rest of your life. So that's why we love sales. That's why we love sales.
And then if you ever want to do a business of your own later, you totally can. Learn high ticket sales. It's the shortest path to the money, certainly a lot shorter than creating a business. And then you could stay in sales, setting, closing, whatever, as long as you want, forever if you want. Or if you want to do that for a while and then eventually go, I want to make my own offer of some kind, you can totally do that. And then now that you've got momentum, you've know sales, you understand the psychology and frameworks and the objections, and then you can take all that and create an offer of your own later without having to go through like the hot, dry desert phase that's super long as you create a business, because it can get crazy. But so that way you have, water throughout the journey, so to speak, right?
If I had to go back in time, I would probably do it that way. Like learn sales first before having my business. Like I went in and started selling high ticket like immediately, but I was also building a business at the same time. So it was really hard to do all like the marketing, the LLC, like that's what's cool about being a sales rep is like, you don't need to do any of that. Like you don't need to do any marketing. You don't need to make content. You don't need an LLC. Like you don't need any of that. The offer owner did all of that. All you need to do is just sell their offer for them because they literally don't have time in their calendar to sell it. So
because they're busy doing all that stuff.
like we were doing. See how it's all dream within a dream.
Yeah.
So it's really trippy. It's really trippy. But Mike and I actually have a setter trading call here in about 7 minutes. So we're going to wrap up this podcast episode. We're going to get this out to you today. I wanted to film this in the moment, really capture our Tuesday. And I'm going to put a couple links in the show notes. The first one's going to be the lobby. Please just come inside the lobby. Like no strings attached. This is completely free. You'll see when you come in, like connect with the vibes of the women who are doing this. Come to the free Q&A calls. Go through the mini course that I built for you. And then I'll also put like DM me. If you want to DM me and you're like, hey, I just want to like get on a free strategy call like with one of these girls. Like we can help you with that too. This is not a sales call. DM me the word radiance and just connect with these women. Let them help you set up a plan. Like Abby and Raya, the girls I was just talking about, this is what they do. I literally brought them in to help me out and take these calls with you. So another no pressure, no strings attached call. Like come into the lobby, get your free strategy call. Just DM me the word radiance. And I'm not even going to put a Revenue Room link here. If you guys have questions about Revenue Room, you can DM me. Like, the intention of this podcast was to capture our journey post building the team and to share with you about the lobby and to just like bring the energy of this free community alive.
I love it.
Yay. Okay, Mike. Well, let's start prepping for our meeting we got. And if you just want to like send me a DM and just tell me your biggest light bulb or what you're excited about, or if you're an avid listener and I want to hear what's going through your head. But besides that, I have a very special episode coming to you next week. I'm not going to spoil it, but you don't want to miss it. And I will see you on Tuesday. Stay tuned. Thanks for coming on, Mike.
Thanks for having me.
If this episode resonated with you, if something clicked, stretched you, or made you see what's possible, share it and tag me on Instagram at Radiant Rahav so I can hype you up properly. And if you haven't already, subscribe and leave a 5-star review so more women who are ready to step into high-ticket sales and reclaim their freedom can find this space. Thank you for being here. I'm so excited for you already. See you next Tuesday.